Ever wondered who was the brain behind the world's first nuclear bomb? Let's turn back the hands of time to the early 20th century, to the birth of Robert Oppenheimer in the year 1904. Born to a well-off secular Jewish family in the city that never sleeps, New York City, Oppenheimer's journey to genius began at Manhattan's Ethical Culture School, from where he graduated in the year 1921. Despite his German Jewish ancestry, Oppenheimer spent a considerable part of his life stepping away from his roots. This was notably influenced by the anti-Semitism he encountered during his formative years at Harvard, and later magnified by the rise of the Nazis in Germany. These experiences undeniably shaped his perspective towards his Jewish identity, steering him towards a path of resilience and determination. As the winds of the Spanish Civil War began to stir in 1936, Oppenheimer found himself drawn to the Spanish Republican cause. He hosted fundraisers, rallying support for the embattled Republicans. Not one to be confined by borders, his empathy extended across the Atlantic when, in 1939, he joined the American Committee for Democracy and Intellectual Freedom. This organization was a beacon of hope, campaigning against the persecution of Jewish scientists in Nazi Germany. Oppenheimer's early life was a blend of privilege and struggle, of education and empathy. Each experience he encountered, every challenge he overcame, was a brick in the foundation of the man he was to become. From the classrooms of Manhattan's Ethical Culture School to the tumultuous grounds of international politics, his journey was marked by an unwavering commitment to intellectual pursuit and a deep-rooted sense of justice. And so, with a mind sharpened by education and a spirit tempered by the fires of adversity, Oppenheimer stood on the precipice of a new era. His life was about to intertwine with one of the most significant and controversial projects in human history. Oppenheimer, a man of intellect and courage, was set to play a crucial role in one of the most significant events of human history. The year 1941 marked a turning point in the course of World War II and the history of mankind. As the war raged on, President Franklin D. Roosevelt made a pivotal decision that would forever alter the landscape of warfare. He approved the development of a weapon of mass destruction, the atomic bomb, spurred by intelligence reports suggesting that Nazi Germany might beat the United States to this monumental scientific breakthrough. The enormity of this task required a leader with exceptional management skills and a knack for overseeing large-scale projects. The man for the job was none other than an engineer with a proven track record, the director of the ultra-secret Manhattan Project, Groves. His previous achievements included overseeing the construction of the Pentagon, and he was renowned for his ability to ensure timely completion of projects regardless of the challenges. Groves was tasked with monumental decisions that would shape the course of the Manhattan Project. He approved critical research and engineering endeavors and selected production sites in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, Los Alamos, New Mexico, and Hanford, Washington. Groves's leadership extended to directing construction at these sites, making key decisions in the bomb's manufacture process, and even selecting targets once the bombs were ready for delivery in 1945. One of Groves's most crucial decisions was appointing Oppenheimer to lead the physics aspects of the atomic bomb's creation. Together, their combined talents, drive, and leadership enabled the production of the bomb on an incredibly tight timeline. The culmination of their efforts was the first nuclear test near Alamogordo, New Mexico on July 16, 1945. This success was swiftly followed by the dropping of 2 atomic bombs over the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August of the same year. The bombings resulted in the deaths of between 129,000 and 226,000 people, marking the first and only use of nuclear weapons in an armed conflict. Thus, under the leadership of Oppenheimer, the world witnessed the dawn of a new era, the atomic era. The invention of the nuclear bomb left an indelible mark on Oppenheimer's life and the world. The aftershocks of this monumental event rippled through the corridors of power, altering global politics and the course of history. Yet for Oppenheimer, the man at the epicenter of it all, the personal consequences were profound. Oppenheimer found himself thrust into the political arena. His scientific achievement had become a political tool, a formidable weapon that had forever changed the nature of warfare. Yet despite the ardent scrutiny and political pressures that came with his newfound status, Oppenheimer remained committed to his first love, physics. He continued to lecture, write, and contribute to the scientific community. his passion for knowledge undimmed by the shadows of his atomic legacy. Yet, the political landscape was not kind to Oppenheimer. His involvement in the creation of the nuclear bomb made him a target of suspicion during the height of the Cold War. His influence waned, and he was stripped of his political power. However, this did not dampen his spirit or his dedication to science. He remained a vocal advocate for the responsible use of scientific knowledge and the pursuit of peace. In 1963, a glimmer of redemption illuminated Oppenheimer's path. He was awarded the Enrico Fermi Award, a prestigious recognition given for leadership, ingenuity, and contributions to the field of nuclear energy. This award served as a gesture of political rehabilitation, a nod to his immense contribution to science and humanity. Unfortunately, Oppenheimer's health began to decline. 4 years after receiving the Enrico Fermi Award, he succumbed to throat cancer. His death in 1967 marked the end of an era, but not the end of his legacy. Oppenheimer, the man behind the world's first nuclear bomb, left a legacy that continues to shape our world even today. His story serves as a poignant reminder of the power of knowledge, the ethical dilemmas of scientific discovery, and the indelible impact one man can have on the course of history.